Now these general stores will have a variety of commodities whatever are needed by the customers. In this kind of a departmental stores, we should understand that it will give almost all kinds of facilities to the customers. Chain stores or multiple shops are network of retail shops that are owned, operated by manufacturers or intermediaries. Hello everyone, I am Purnima, faculty in the Department of Commerce, Vidhyaashram Pre-University College, Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. In this session 3, I will be having a discussion on the fixed shops. Now let us see the fixed shop retailers. Now in this fixed shop retailers, we have those retailers who have fixed shops, that is they have a place of business fixed. Now let us see what are the features of this fixed shop retailers. So compared with itinerant traders, normally they have greater resources, operate on a relatively large scale. However, there are different size groups of fixed shop retailers varying from very small to very large. Now, if you can just observe this fixed shop retailers, we should understand that there are different types of retailers here. So depending on the type of investment they have, so we can have a very large shop or very small shop, and compared to the itinerant retailers, these fixed shop owners, they have more resources with them and they operate on a larger scale. So there may be difference in the size of the shops, but then these are fixed shop retailers. Now, in these fixed shop retailers, they may be dealing in different products, including consumer durables as well as non-durables. Now, in this fixed shop also, we can see different types of shops. It may be a general store, it may be a specialty store, or it may be something like a shop which deals in only one product, so etc. So in this way, we can see that these fixed shops, they can deal only in consumer durables or as well as non-durables. Then next one, this category of retailers has greater credibility in the minds of the customer, and they are in a position to provide greater services to the customers such as home delivery, guarantees, repairs, credit facilities, availability of spares, etc. Now, these fixed shop retailers, it may be any service shop. Suppose it is an after-sales service shop. You purchase a mobile, then for the after-sales, suppose there is any repair in the mobile, then you cannot go to the dealer. You have to go to the service providers where they will be giving the after-sales service for the mobiles. So in the same way for any of the consumer durables, so they are a service outlets which will be providing services for the various products. Now, it may be repairs to the product, or it may be anything. If any of the spare parts have gone, then they will be providing you with the spares, or there are some shops which provide credit facilities to its customers. Now, these fixed shop retailers, they have more credibility than the itinerant retailers. Like this, because their place is fixed, they will be having more regular customers to the shop, and as a result of which there will be a personal relationship between the customer and the shop owners, and they are in a position to provide greater services to the customers such as home delivery. So whenever the customer purchases goods, so he will say, I will send it to your home, because he will be knowing, because the home also will be in the vicinity of the shop. So in this way, we can see that in addition to sales service, these fixed shop retailers, they will be providing home delivery, they will be giving guarantees and warranties on all their goods and services. Then next, the fixed shop retailers can be classified into two distinct types on the basis of the size of their operations. So we have the small shopkeepers, and second one is the large retailers. Now let us see what are the small shopkeepers and what are the large retailers. Now let us just see what are the different types of small shop retailers. Now, under the fixed shop small retailers, we have the general stores. Now let us have a look at what are general stores. These general stores will be usually located in a residential area where it will be convenient for the people of that, for the residents of that area to go and buy goods from this general stores. Now these general stores will have a variety of commodities whatever are needed by the customers. So all products related to day-to-day use of the customers can be purchased from this general stores, and usually this general stores owner, he will have an image of himself and he will have a good rapport with his customers, and usually all the residents of this in the vicinity of this general store, they will be patronizing this general store owner, and this general store owner, he will be having a personal relationship with the customers as such, and he will be providing a variety of services to the customers. Now the second type of small shop retailers are the specialty shops. Now what are specialty shops? In the specialty shops, they deal with only one particular kind of product. So if it is a textile, then they will be dealing only in textiles, or if they are dealing with any footwear, they'll be just dealing with only one type of a product. So nowadays these specialty shop becoming more and more famous nowadays, because they will be dealing with only one particular kind of a product, and these are getting more and more popular. Then the next one is the street stall holders. Now these street stall holders, these people will be usually having their shops near a busy locality where there will be maximum floating population will be there. So in such a locality, these street stall holders will set up a stall there, and they will usually be dealing with the hosiery items, or it may be children's wear or men's wear or ladies wear. So anything related to textiles, so all those things they will be having their shop there, and these street stall holders, they will be cashing in on the population which will be floating in that area. So these stall holders, they will have limited resources, and whatever limited resources they have, they will be operating their business. Now the next kind of the small shop retailers are the second hand goods shop. Now what do we mean by second hand goods shop? So these shops deal with second hand goods. So once you purchase the textbook, then after you finish reading the textbook, then that textbook will be it will be just sold to the second hand goods shop. So in the second hand goods shop, they will be purchasing all kinds of books. If it is a book shop, or if it is an antique shop, they will be purchasing all kinds of antique pieces from the various customers. So in this way, this second hand goods shop, it will be dealing with goods that are second hand, and then they will be selling it. Now the second hand goods shop, they will be usually dealing with used cars, and the goods which are sold here, they will be sold at a lower price than the outside shops. Next, let us look into fixed shop large stores. Now in this large stores retailers, let us see what are the features. Now it can be a departmental stores. A departmental store is a large establishment offering a wide variety of products classified into well-defined departments aimed at satisfying practically every customer's need under one roof. Now, in a departmental stores, it is a large establishment offering a wide variety of products. So, a departmental store is an establishment which is offering a large number of products. So, any number, whatever the customer asks, any product that will be sold under this departmental stores. So the customer, whatever he needs, he can find it under this departmental stores. Then next one is a modern departmental store may provide all facilities such as restaurant, travel and information bureau, telephone booth, restrooms, etc. And they try to provide maximum service to higher class of customers for whom price is of secondary importance. Now, in this kind of a departmental stores, we should understand that it will give almost all kinds of facilities to the customers. It may be, there may be a restaurant attached to it, or any travel information, etc. And they will be also providing maximum service to the customers for whom price is of a secondary importance. So everything is offered at a price for its customers. Then, next feature of the departmental store is they are generally located at a central place in the heart of a city which caters to a large number of customers. Usually, we can find these departmental stores in the heart of the city where there will be huge population which will be floating in that part of the city. So, anyone who comes to the bus stand, usually it will be situated near the bus stand where the floating population will be very high, and most of the people who come to the bus stand, they may give a visit to the departmental store and purchase whatever they need. Then, next one is, as the size of the stores is very large, they are generally formed as a joint stock company managed by the board of directors. There is a managing director assisted by a general manager and several department managers. Now we should understand that these departmental stores, they are very large and they are generally formed as a joint stock company. So a company form of organization can have a departmental store, and with this, so the managing director, they just like in a company we have the topmost level of management. In the same way, in this kind of retail outlets also, it will be headed by the managing director and assisted by the general manager and several other departmental managers. Then, the next feature of a departmental store is it combines both the functions of retailing as well as warehousing. In case of a departmental store, we should understand that whenever it buys the goods for the sale, it will be always on a very large scale. So whenever goods are purchased on a very large scale, then they will need a storage facility for their goods, and secondly, the goods will be available at a cheaper rate. So they can just pass on this large scale economies to the customers. So whenever we go for a shopping at a departmental store, we should observe that the goods will be priced lower than the regular shops. So we can see that they will be doing both the functions of retailing as well as warehousing. So they will have to store whatever they have purchased on a large scale, and secondly, they will have to do the retail business also. So they will be arranging whatever products they have in neat rows and columns so that the customer can be attracted easily. Then next one is they have centralized purchasing arrangements. Now we should understand that these departmental stores, they will be located in every big city of the country, and as such almost all the purchasing requirements will be centralized, and from the central grade itself almost all the departmental stores will be getting their supplies. So they will be operating in a very large scale. Then next, let us look into what are the advantages of the departmental stores. The first thing is it attracts large number of customers. So we should understand that in this kind of a departmental stores, it attracts large number of customers. Now, why we say it attracts large number of customers? Usually, this kind of a departmental store will be located in a centrally located place, that is usually near a bus stand or where the floating population will be very high. And secondly, this departmental store, if you just go to a departmental store, you can buy all the products at one roof, and as such it will offer convenience of shopping, and hence it attracts large number of customers. Then second one is convenience in buying. Now what do we mean by convenience in buying? So in this departmental stores, we can see a range of products. Almost all the brands of all the products will be available under one roof, and the customer can have a wide choice. So he will be having a wide choice of products from the various brands, and secondly, he will have a wide choice of commodities also. Whatever he wants, everything he can purchase under this one roof itself. Third one is attractive services. Now these departmental stores, they will be giving attractive services also. Now what kind of services? They may give us after sale service or home delivery of goods, or they will be giving some offers, etc., which are exclusive only for the departmental store, which you don't find in the other retail stores. Then next one is economy of large scale operations. Now as I told earlier, so in these departmental or the stores, usually the operations of the departmental store will be on a very large scale, and as such the customer also will be forced to buy on a very large scale. Last one is promotion of sales. Now in this kind of a departmental stores, they will be having lot of resources at their disposal and they will be doing lot of advertising, as a result of which they can have very good sales in their departmental stores. Now let us look into the limitations of departmental stores. While going into the limitations, first one is lack of personal attention. In this kind of a departmental store, we should understand that most of the people who enter the shop, they will be a floating population and they will not be regular customers, and as such there will be lack of personal touch. So there will be no salesman who will be talking to the people, and whoever wants to shop, he will himself have to go and he can just see the products, and whatever he wants he can just buy the product, and as such there is no personal attention at all in this kind of a organization. Then next one is high operating cost. Here the operating cost is very high because the departmental store owner, he will have to stock all kinds of goods, so all brands and all kinds of goods, and then he will need a very large outlet. Along with that, he will need staff to maintain all this, and all this will cost a lot of money, and as such they will be having high operating cost. Then next one is high possibility of loss. Now in this kind of a departmental store, possibility of losses are high when the customer does not come at all. So if there are no customers at all, then the departmental store will be having recurring expenses always. Whether the customer comes or doesn't come, they will be having recurring expenses. So they will have to pay for the rent of the outlet, then they will have to pay for the salary of the staff, etc. And all this will be recurring, and if there is no business, then the possibility of loss will be very high. Then last one is inconvenient location. Sometimes these departmental stores, they will be located outside the city where it will be a very huge kind of outlet, but then it will be inconvenient to the people because they have to go up for a very long distance and buy the goods. So that makes it an inconvenient location for the customers. The next kind of fixed shop retailers is the chain stores or the multiple shops. Now what do we mean by this? Chain stores or multiple shops are network of retail shops that are owned, operated by manufacturers or intermediaries. Now these chain stores, or what we call as the multiple shops, they are owned and operated by the manufacturers of those goods. For example, you take the example of Bata, Big Bazaar or Raymond's, Pantaloons, etc. So they will be actual manufacturer of goods, and they will also be they will be also having their own retail outlet. So under this type of arrangement, the number of shops with similar appearance are established in localities spread over different parts of the country. So this kind of shops we can see in different parts of the country. Then these different shops normally deal in standardized and branded consumer products which have rapid sales turnover. So usually if you can see in Bata shops or in any of these Raymond shops, etc., usually they will be rapid sales because it will be a branded goods. So whenever we go in for a branded good, we are assured of the quality of the good and the durability of the good, and as such these branded goods will always have demand. So these shops are run by the same organization and have identical merchandising strategies with identical products and displays. So whenever there is a chain shop of the manufacturer, by the look of the shop only, we can know that this is a retail outlet of this company. For example, you take the example of Bata shoes. So almost all the showrooms will be the same interior decoration and everything will be the same. So as soon as you see that, we can say that it is an outlet of the Bata company. So they will be having identical merchandising strategies and identical products and displays. Then these shops are located in fairly populous localities where sufficient number of customers can be approach. The idea is to serve customers at a point which is nearest to their residence or workplace rather than attracting them to a central place. Now, these chain shops or the multiple shops, what you call, they will be usually located in fairly populous localities. So, where there are more number of people residing. So, in such a locality, we can see these type of retail shops, and the idea is to serve customers at their nearby to their residences. So, wherever the customer is situated, usually these kind of chain shops we can find, and then it will, these shops, the main idea is to set up in these shops in these areas is to see that they attract more customers to their shop rather than attracting them to a central place. So otherwise, the customer has to go a long way and he has to travel all the way to the central place and buy the products. So instead of that, these chain shops, when in the residential localities, it will be more convenient for the customer to shop these products. Then the next feature is the manufacturing procurement of merchandise for all the retail units is centralized at the head office, from where the goods are dispatched to each of these shops according to their requirements. This results in saving in the cost of operation of these stores. Now, whatever the manufacturing or the production of these goods, so it will be usually centralized at the head office, from where the goods are dispatched to each of the retail outlets. So, whenever the manufacturing company has its own retail outlets, so each of the retail outlet will put an order to the head office. So, depending on the requirement. So, based on the order received, the head office will be dispatching the goods to various retail outlets. So, in this way, they will be saving in the cost of operation of these kind of stores. Then, the next feature of this chain stores is each retail shop is under the direct supervision of the branch manager, who is held responsible for the day-to-day management. The branch manager sends daily reports to the head office in respect of the sales, cash deposits and the requirements of stock. So, here we should understand that each retail outlet will be headed by a branch manager who will be reporting to the head office. So, he will be giving updated information relating to the sales of the shop, then cash deposits and also the requirements of the stock in his retail outlet. Then, the next feature of multiple shops is all the branches are controlled by the head office, which is concerned with formulating the policies and getting them implemented. So, all the branches are controlled by the head office. So, as a result of which, so the head office will be telling what are the policies and what are the strategies to be just followed by all the retail outlets, and as such, they will be bound by the orders of the head office. Then, next one is the prices of goods in such shops are fixed and all sales are made on cash basis. Cash realized from the sales is deposited daily in the local bank account on behalf of the head office, and report is sent to the head office in this regard. So, in this chain shop outlets, we can see that most of the sales will be in cash itself, and the cash will be immediately at the end of the day, the cash will be deposited in the head office account in the bank account which is situated near to the shop, and a statement of whatever has happened in the daily basis, it will be sent to the head office. Then the next one is the head office normally appoints inspectors who are concerned with the day-to-day supervision of the shops in respect of the quality of customer service provided, adherence to the policies of the head office, and so on. So, whenever a chain shop is maintained, so this chain shop or the multiple shop owners, so they will be also appointing the inspectors who will be visiting these retail outlets, and they will be just seeing how far these shops are just following the policies, how far they are following the rules laid down by the head office, and also how the customer service is being done at all these retail shops. So, in other words, there will be an inspection of the retail outlets by the head office or the manufacturing company. Then, next one, the chain operation is most effective in handling high volume merchandise whose sales are relatively constant throughout the year. In India, Bata shoe stores are the examples of such these shops. Now, this chain operation is most effective in handling high volume merchandising. So, large volume of merchandising, for that we can use this kind of a chain store or a multiple shops. Here they will be having relatively constant sales throughout the year, and we can take the example of Bata for this kind of a stores. So with this we come to the end of this session. Hope you have all understood the meaning of fixed shop retailers, and we have discussed two types, that is the small shops and the large shops. Thank you.